truth.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. If you haven't heard, it's been in the news about an explosion at a steel plant in Pennsylvania, at the U.S. Steel facility at Clairton Works in Clairton, Pennsylvania. Now, U.S. Steel has a lot of facilities in the area, Irwin Works and a couple others, but they've been in the news a lot recently, in the past year and a half. Here's some pictures that we took. Now, I'm not a professional photographer, so don't expect anything great, but we arrived at the facility about an hour and a half, 2 hours afterwards. As we was coming home before that, we noticed that there's a black unmarked helicopter leaving from Allegheny County Airport, which is just over the hill from where we live, and Clairton Steelworks is just on the other side of the other hill from where we work. We're about a mile away from it and maybe a quarter mile away from Allegheny Airport. So anyway, we saw the black helicopter land. We thought that was kind of odd. We got home and saw on TV that they was talking about this explosion at Clairton. So we packed up our camera and everything and went on down there and started taking pictures. Anna's got some videos. I'll put them in at the end of it. And she also did get to talk to some of the people, first responders and emergency workers there, because Anna used to be a first responder. So I took some photographs here. I'm not a good photographer, but this is the best I can do. There's an overwhelming response for first responders, fire department, and police and other facilities in here. Ambulances were all over the place. There was a lot of activity. I'm not looking in the right direction, so forgive me for that. The Salvation Army arrived, sponsored by FedEx. It's kind of odd, but you know, it is what it is. Again, some of the ambulance stuff. I'm trying to get some pictures of all the emergency equipment around. There's some over here. There's some back over this way to the left. I didn't get all of it. But here's a staging area. As Anna found out, this is where all the first responders and medical responders were staging before they went into the facility. And I got some great videos of that. I caught a few photographs. This is some guys talking about the entry plan or exit plan. I'm not sure exactly what they was, but there's some planning going on with some people that was handling stuff, first responders and people in suits and stuff. This guy right here on the left with the orange or the yellow vest on was a gentleman that Anna talked to, and this is according to him. Now, he is one of the first people on site. They got there within minutes after the explosion. This gentleman was talking to us, and he told us, now this point blank from him, there were confirmed 14 dead. There was also many more evacuated with emergency medical treatment and everything away from the facility. The news and other media sources are saying that 2 have died and only 10 were injured. But ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman here was telling us that number is wrong, completely wrong. They're hiding some kind of story. So hiding something about this. There's a lot of speculation going on of what caused this right now as the federal investigators and local investigators and state investigators are looking into this. But of course, we know this all from the political side and the state government side of things, and you know that they don't always tell the truth. Again, some of the cranes here that was standing by, I think that's part of the construction that was going on there. Not a good photograph, but this is where they stopping everybody. We were standing down here first near where this crossing is, and we was told that we had to leave or face problems, to put it lightly. So we walked out. We got a few more pictures as I was going in. I was trying to get more pictures of emergency personnel. There's crews from all over the area, guys, all over the place. And, you know, for just 10 injured and 2 dead, why was there 30 or 40 ambulances there? So we got to question what is what. One of the drones, Anna later on pointed out that this is from the local news station. This is a building that was destroyed in a bomb earlier on a few years ago. They never have completely cleaned up the spot. Department of EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, was there from Pennsylvania. There's been a lot of talk about this and everything, guys, and they have been telling everybody since the day of the explosion that there's no particulate matter in the air that cause any harm. It's not harmful particles in the air. When we left here, after we got through doing the videos and filming and everything, we went to the other side of the river, and the wind was blowing in that direction, and we both started immediately coughing and gagging and things like that, sneezing, runny nose, the whole 9 yards, eyes burning, immediately after started going through the area on the other side of the river. The EPA says the area is clean, but at the same time, we've been watching the military flights over the area and other flights. We have a flight tracker program, and we've been watching this, and the government aircraft, sniffers, if you will, the ones that sniff the quality of air, have been flying non-stop over the entire area for the last several days. Federal investigators, military investigators, as well as state and local investigators are investigating the quality of air, the cause of the explosion, etc., guys. There's a big response going on. And another thing we need to take in, guys, I'm going to go into the conspiracy side of this, that Nippon Steel is the ones that purchased U.S. Steel facilities and everything. And there's a lot of controversy about that. A lot of people are not on board with that. They do not like that. So there is word on the street, if you will, that this could have been sabotage. And it would be why they would have the sniffer planes in there, some kind of fallout from a particularly dangerous device might have been used, a low yield device, if you will. Speculation is that a lot of people that don't like this, and they would do anything to stop Nippon Steel from taking possession and starting to run the thing. And the other thing is, guys, I worked for a Japanese company years ago, and they don't put up with labor unions or organized labor groups. They will not tolerate it. They will do whatever it takes to get rid of any kind of organized labor groups in any facility that they are running, including the ones in the United States. The one I worked at, they threatened to shut down the plant if anybody talked union. That's point blank, guys. This is what they do. They are really strongly against any kind of organized labor group. So that is their perspective now. If they want to, they can cause this to go on. Threats to the workers if they try to organize. Y'all heard about it back in the day. So yeah, maybe not. Who knows? Again, we had Allegheny Health Network had emergency response crews there. There's 2 of them. There's several more that we didn't get pictures of. There's 3 of them right here, 4 of them right here. We was escorted, told to leave the area. We had to get off the property here. We was told to leave. This is again the building that exploded years back, and they still haven't cleaned it up. Some first responders and other emergency crews on site, unmarked emergency responders, blue lights, federal guys. All right. I'll start taking pictures over in this area. The guy with the ponytail I pointed to earlier told us that this is the area here is where the initial explosion was. There was multiple explosions, guys, multiple explosions. So we got to keep that in mind. Again, smoke and steam and gases were still being released here and there, on and off, throughout the whole time we was there, about 2 hours. It's kind of odd that this was going on. Some of the releases was quite large, and some of them not so large. This one was kind of one of the big ones. There's 2 or 3 that went on during the time, maybe 4 that went on the time we was there, as well as other releases of gas, vapors, steam, smoke, or whatever you want to call it. They was all being released all the time we was there. Again, when we went across the river, we started gagging and choking and sneezing, runny nose, eyes burning, the whole 9 yards. But yet they say there's no harmful pollution released. More pictures of the smoke and things like this, guys. I'm not buying the story of what they're telling us, what went on, what happened, who, what, when, where. Well, maybe when, but not the rest of it. Some more of the smoke, you can see just how misty that is back through there compared to over in the other areas and everything, guys. This stuff was still being released. They were still saying that nothing harmful was being released. I got to question that. I really do. Some of the area that was affected by the explosion, it was underground, guys, blew out the side of a wall, and a lot of people were hurt. Like I say, the guy told us 14 confirmed dead, many more injured. They're not telling the full story about what's going on. More smoke, steam, whatever you want to call it. You can see some of that's starting to turn black after most of the steam burns off, leaves off. You can see the dark vapor trail that's being released. They're not telling the full story. some more. Again, same stack, blowing off more stuff. This area right here is exactly where they said it was, in this area right here. The gentleman we talked to said it was battery 14. Now they're saying battery 13, 14, and 15 was affected. So I don't know the extent of the damage or what all was done, but the gentleman said initially it was battery 14. I don't know what that is, but it's one of the emplacements where they make a Coke. Some more steam being released from other areas or smoke, whatever, guys. There's a lot of speculation on what's going on. And you can see the misty coloration going on. There it is, starting up again. And that's about the end of it, guys. I'm going to post Anna's videos on after this, but take this in effect, guys. You know the government don't tell you the truth, and they will never will. They don't have your interest in mind. It don't matter who the president is, or who the Secretary of State is, or who's what where. They are all puppets of a Grand Master.
We are at the Clairton Works where there was an explosion with mass casualty. One person has died. We have a drone going up. This happened about 2 hours ago. And the drone keeps going up. And this is the staging area. Here. It's fully red here. So. Not sure exactly where the explosion was. Don't see anything in that area. And we do see some Allegheny Health cars going out. Physician responses. There goes one rescue team going in here. Apparently this is a staging area. Not known exactly where on Clairton Works was the explosion. But we do have Channel 4 up in the air. It looks like a hawk's playing around with it. The hawk just as high, I bet you can probably see it, but Emergency Disaster Service just went in. Channel 4 circling. To go on the other side of Speedway by that gentleman there, because this is all private property, but we did get some good pictures, and away we go. Hey, I know what I want to do to get our right in that area.
How to use it.
Shows you.
Over there.
Right there. Right where all that smoke is, right there. Blew up. All that burntness right there. You can see the burntness next to that one tower right there. I can't get any closer. When we leave here, we'll go down to, when we get to that bridge, go to the left, go across the river and go to the other side of the river and look at it that way. We might see something.
That's true.
And the drone and the helicopter is circling just like right up there. And this hawk it was as high as the drone at one point. And it flew. I think I had a picture of it, I'm not sure.